Hello everyone, Archangel here, and this is another land battle in the map Waterfalls against my opponent who's using a traditional Shogun 2 army called Big C. I of course am using my For the Samurai Imperial army, and this is a small funds game I think due to my opponent's rank. I think it was 2 or 3, one or the other. And okay, let's have a look at each team's army. We'll start with the biggest army first, which is definitely his because he's using a traditional army. He's got 4 units of Yari Ashigaru, peasantry spear units. He's got 2 units of Katana Samurai, they're trained sword units. He's got 2 units of light cavalry, they're peasantry cavalry really, not good for anything apart from chasing down routing units, and 2 units of Bo Ashigaru, which are peasant archers. And he's got his general, Kimu Sabe. Here he is without the backpack, someone else is carrying his for him, or maybe they're all carrying some of his stuff in those bags right there. I'll have a look at my army. I'm using my General Archangel. Here he is, right here. He's got some cool US Army gear on now, apart from his hat. I need to get the hat still. I've got 3 units of Imperial Infantry and my Yariki. We'll skip to the combat right now because I'm rushing over to the shrine and he's still way up here. Okay, the battle has well and truly begun. I'm swinging my Yariki over here to counter his light cavalry and moving through these bushes here. I've got my guys nicely positioned on a hillside, firing down at his guys. We're going to see my Imperial Infantry take shots up these Katana Samurai as they come round here. His Yari Ashigaru are just crossing the lake. And this should do it right here. There we go. Dropping like flies at the top of that hill there. Took out many units with that one burst of shots. And here come his cavalry. I didn't see this with my cavalry actually, I've only just got them into position. I was too busy zooming in the Imperial Infantry. I'm going to try and get a counter charge on here by moving them back here, and I do manage to get a counter charge, although I do lose a lot of guys. But I'm going to charge back here and move my general down the hill any second now. He's got 30 out of 30 units, but there's lots of dead people here. I think that's a Yari Key actually, they must have been getting shot by my own units. And yeah, because his guys are light cavalry, my Yari Key can take both of them at the same time. As we can see, they're dropping quite fast. He's taking out my Imperial Infantry here with his much better melee combat troops. But my Imperial Infantry here on the hill are doing very well against the Yari Ashigaru, and this Imperial Infantry here has actually managed to rout 3 units of Yari Ashigaru. As we can see them running across the water here. Yeah, he did manage to rout these guys. I'm going to counter charge him with my cavalry here and go straight for his general. We can see the nice fight here. I need to find his general in all this mess. Here he is. I'll keep following him, but that's when my opponent quits. So good game to my opponent Big C, and I'll see you soon.